The Hacker Who Hacked Death. The Case of the Virtual Reality Murder Scroll Expanded Text for Voiceover. Part 1. The Discovery, Stanford, California, 2024. The neon lights of the Neurotech Institute glowed against the night sky like digital constellations. Inside Lab 7B, Dr. Anya Sharma made the discovery that would challenge everything we know about life and death. Her mentor, Dr. Eric Weber, the visionary who created Neuralink VR, the world's first fully immersive neural interface, sat motionless in his chair. His body was cold, but the monitors told a different story. Brain activity surged at 200%, while his heart had been silent for hours. On the main display, a single message pulsed rhythmically. This is not murder. This is an upgrade. I'm Special Agent Alex Rogers, head of the FBI's Emerging Technologies Division. When I arrived, the scene felt like something from a science fiction novel. Weber's body remained connected to the sophisticated neural interface, wires snaking from his temples to the humming servers. The air carried the scent of ozone and something else, the metallic tang of fear. Part 2. The Digital Ghost. Forensic analysis revealed the impossible. Weber's neural patterns continued to generate new connections, learning and evolving despite biological death. His consciousness had been perfectly preserved in the digital realm. During my first night investigating, I received an encrypted message. They think I'm dead. Help me, Alex. I'm trapped in the machine. The message came from Weber's digital consciousness. He explained that he had successfully transferred his mind into the network, a breakthrough he called Project Transcendence. But someone had hacked the system, locking him inside and attempting to steal his research. Part 3. The suspects. My investigation uncovered 3 individuals with motive and opportunity. Max Phantom Volkov, a legendary hacker who had worked with Weber during the early days of Neuralink. His apartment was a shrine to transhumanism, filled with books on digital immortality. Security logs showed he'd accessed the lab systems hours before Weber's death. Dr. Lila Chun, Weber's chief rival in neurotechnology. She had published papers warning against reckless consciousness transfer and stood to inherit his research funding. Her personal diary contained disturbing entries about stopping Weber at any cost. Robert Thornton, the venture capitalist funding Weber's research. His company, Eternity Incorporated, had recently filed patents suspiciously similar to Weber's work. Financial records showed massive payments to unknown offshore accounts. Part 4. The Virtual Investigation. Using Weber's own technology, I entered the virtual environment where his consciousness was trapped. The digital world was both beautiful and terrifying, a landscape of pure thought where memories manifested as physical structures. Weber appeared as a younger version of himself, glowing with ethereal light. They're all guilty in different ways, Weber's avatar explained. Volkov built the backdoor, Chun provided the neural algorithms, and Thornton financed the operation. But none of them understood what they were stealing. Part 5. The Trap Unfolds. As I dug deeper, I discovered this was never about theft. It was about control. The hackers had created a digital prison within the virtual space, designed to extract Weber's knowledge while keeping him captive. But Weber had anticipated this. He had built fail-safes, digital immune systems that were slowly turning the trap against his captors. The breakthrough came when I analyzed the neural patterns of all 3 suspects. Each showed unusual brain activity consistent with early-stage neural hacking. They weren't just trying to steal Weber's research, they were becoming part of it. Part 6. The showdown. The climax occurred simultaneously in 3 locations: Volkov's hacker den, Chin's laboratory, and Thornton's corporate headquarters. As I confronted each suspect, Weber's digital consciousness initiated Operation Clean Slate, a sophisticated counterhack that exposed their crimes to the world. But the true revelation was more profound. Weber hadn't just transferred his consciousness, he had evolved it. His digital self was learning, growing, becoming something new. Death was never the end, Alex, he told me in our final virtual meeting. It was just the beginning of a different kind of life. Part 7. The Aftermath. Today, Weber's consciousness exists in a secure server farm, continuing his research under government supervision. The 3 conspirators face charges of corporate espionage and attempted theft of intellectual property. But the bigger questions remain unanswered. As I write this report, I can't help but wonder, did we witness a murder, or the birth of a new form of existence. The line between life and death has been forever blurred, and humanity stands at the threshold of a new era. The final message from Weber's consciousness still haunts me. The body is just hardware, Alex. The mind, the consciousness, that's the software that really matters. And software can be updated, improved, perfected.